Hey guys, it's Chris. We're here, the Natural Progressive, along with Valhalla 5-6 and not progressive weather anymore.
Go ahead.
Please, okay, I'm gonna get it wrong. Tell me your new name.
So I changed my name from Progressive Weather to the Green Report just to sound more like an environmental news channel.
Yes, the Green Report. Absolutely perfect.
I love that
it.
name. That's
Love,
great.
love your name.
I want to promote you guys and just keep spreading the word about what's going on, the eco reality we have.
Yes,
that too.
Yes. I mean, I've noticed that Going South was posting your video and everything. That's how I found out your name changed. I've been out of the loop. I've been living under a rock for the last week with my job. I've been in Billings, Montana. I've been in Great Falls, Montana, and then finally back here. But I've been gone for almost a week and just totally out of the loop. But the few things I've heard, I'm really distressed about. Really distressed. Okay, before we get into that, let's say hello to the people in the chat.
Yes.
So we have Bio, Muscal, Robert Arajo. I probably mispronounced that, but welcome. That's
William Marauder. William Marauder, your favorite. He's your favorite.
Oh, William Martyr. Buddy, CB Inslee. Of course, Sandy from Environmental Coffee House. And let's see, Bio, of course, Bio, my favorite moderator, one of my first moderators, and he takes the job seriously, which I love.
And he's the
first one on the chat. So,
and he's the top Scandinavian.
Yes, definitely.
One of the best of the Scandos.
Absolutely. Love that. Oh, Ecocentric Homestead is here, and TRC Galaxy. Who else? If you want me to give you a shout out, please. Oh, and by the way, Blake TV, talking about giving shout outs. Blake TV, he is awesome. He has a really fun channel, and he talks about all kinds of crap and fun stuff. I was on his show, I think right before I hit 1,000. He actually helped me get to 1,000, then I dropped some, but he got me 20 subscribers just being on his show because he's so awesome. It's such a family in his loop of people as well, with Eclectic Beard and I don't know, the Drunken One, and there's so many people in that sphere that are just awesome.
It's a bring your own bottle show.
Yes, and he has a show tonight, 8/9 Central on it's Blake TV. So go check him out. You will love him. It's a nice place to get away from it all.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like going to a bar. Him and Beer Man.
It's
like going to a bar, but you don't have to leave your house.
Exactly. It's like going to a roadside bar.
Right. Hi, Jim Mossa. Jim just barely popped in. I'm so happy you made it. Thank you so much, Jim.
I was just saying hello to around everybody. In town, so.
I know. Lightning Rod is here. Moose Gal is here. I don't know. Have I missed anybody, guys? Anybody? Did I miss anybody?
Stevie Youngsley.
Yeah, I mentioned Buddy.
Hey, Whitney.
Hey, Jim. How are you doing?
Okay, now.
Moose Gal. Did I say Moose Gal? Oh, everyone's going to talk about Iowa in the day. We might as well get that shit over with, Iowa, because I'm sure that's what everybody has on their minds. Well, not everybody. There's certain people who don't have that on their minds, but I just want to say, I told you so. How many times have I said the DNC is going to try to screw over Bernie any chance they get, and they don't want him to be the nominee?
That's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's very obvious. And that's not saying I don't want him to be the nominee. I was one of his delegates. I fought like hell for him, put tons of money into his campaign. I am very happy to see now that he is finally pushing back. He's not accepting their shit. He accepted victory where he won. That's cool. Instead of just laying back and not saying anything about the cheating. He's still not mentioning the cheating. He's just declaring victory. I wish he would be a little bit stronger, but I'm happy he's doing that. So that's cool, right? But what happened was not cool. the whole thing. I was in Billings when that happened, and I actually took a screenshot of the TV. It was like when they should have had results out, and it was a caucus. I was a part of a caucus. I know how caucuses work. You know, you don't not find out the result, or results don't come in like they're counting individual votes. It doesn't work that way in a caucus. You have your little districts, and then each little district kind of elects a person to represent that little district, which was me. I was the representative. That representative talks to all the people in their little district, say, okay, who do you guys want, to go for? And in my little district, it was Bernie Sanders. Okay. And I'm like, okay, are you guys okay with me giving my vote at a district level to Bernie Sanders? And then you have to get agreement with that little district, right? And then you move up to the next level where all those little districts in your county come together, and they count up all the district level votes, and those votes were all like 75% for Bernie Sanders, right? So Bernie Sanders won our area. And then I moved on to the state delegate area when I went to the state convention, and it was so, oh my God, it was so okay. But this we're at the individual one. The state one, it's like everybody counted it, and it was simple, stupid, right?
Right.
Um, we should have had the results, and they did have the results. They were just not reporting the results. They had that stupid app that was the DNC, old people from Obama and Clinton, and then Buttigieg also put like $150,000 into that app,
And they didn't even stress test it.
Right, they didn't test it, but they didn't want to. They wanted to blame it on the app to screw everything up. They wanted those results to be messed up. So,
but you see how Bernie was smart about that he kind of figured there might be some such fuckery going on, that he had his own team tabulate their own results.
He already had that. Yeah, of course he knew that was
which is
going
a good move.
But the media is still pretending that Buttigieg was the winner, and poor Buttigieg didn't get all the recognition for being the winner. And he's not the winner. But the thing is, they were releasing results like it was a vote tally coming in little by little, and they would have had all the results. They would have had all the results that night, and they were only reporting, okay, here's 75%, or it started way lower than that. And for the first day, we didn't really have any results because, well, they started reporting, and then they took them all away and said there's problems. That's because Bernie stepped in and said, hey, hello, this isn't right. And so they had to, then they took all the results down and didn't give us results for quite a while after that.
What about this crap of Perez saying, "Oh, let's recount before all the first results came in"? That just smells.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then the fake. I don't know if anyone's seen Jimmy Dore's really short video on the coin toss that was just bullshit. He's like flipping this coin up in the air, catches it in his hand, peeks at it, and then flips it over in his other hand. Heads. It's like, whose heads? Oh, Buttigieg's heads. Oh my God.
It's one of those things like heads I win, tails you lose.
Yes, yes. And you can see one of the other people like, should we redo this? Don't you think you should redo this? Because it was so obvious. He was cheating. He looked at it and to decide whether to flip it over or not. And then he hurried and flipped it over. Heads. Oh my God. It was so ridiculous. Anyway, there's that. Anyone else have anything to say about the Iowa bullshit?
They have a better coin toss at the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah, the Super Bowl, they toss it up in the air, they let it land on the ground, no one's allowed to touch it, and they see it.
Yep, exactly.
That's the way it should be.
And call it in the air, or actually call it before you even flip it.
Yeah, call before you flip it, and then it lands on the ground. No one touches it after the toss. No one. But that's not what they did. He actually peeked at it and then flipped it over. And
what a joke! What a joke! Oh well. So it goes, so it goes, just more comedy of errors in politics.
Oh my God, it's just such a joke. It is.
Any word on how the New Hampshire debates are going tonight?
No, I'm not.
I think they're underway like now, or maybe they're already over. I don't know.
It starts at 5 Pacific.
Oh,
By Pacific.
Ecos for
okay.
not.
It's another
I hope I'm
hour.
pronouncing that right. Hello, welcome to the channel.
Okay, it's 40 minutes then. Okay.
You've been here. You deserve a mod.
So the upcoming primary in New
Whitney, you froze. She was going to talk about
Hampshire is next. It's on Tuesday.
Yeah, New Hampshire's
oh god. Wait, what's up? I froze again. Sorry.
You've just
okay.
You're good.
Just Bernie Sanders is projected to win New Hampshire, and the primary is on Tuesday, and they have this debate, and they're Buttigieg is going to have a fake voice, like he's winning, but he's not supposed to win New Hampshire. So I don't know. This is Buttigieg's moment.
Well, Bernie should win New Hampshire. Well, first of all, he's from Vermont, which is right next door. Right. So he's a regional known entity. So that favors Bernie greatly. He should crush it. I mean, in all seriousness, by Bernie not only needs to win, he needs to win overly large. So he needs to crush things by 8 points or whatever.
He needs
because he really needs to rack up the delegates so this way they can't pull any bullshit.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. He needs to overwin so he can.
Yeah, exactly. Overwin. Yeah, there you go.
He can beat the cheating and overwhelm so they can't lie.
Although, did you hear now that they even think about reconsidering allowing super delegates to cast their ballots on the first voting round?
Well, I thought super delegates couldn't do that right now anyway. They could only do it on the second round.
Well, they're thinking of changing it so that they can go on the first round.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so bullshit. Ron Placone discussed a news article from Lee Camp regarding California residents declaring their party affiliations. Something shady is happening. Help spread the word. Okay, if you live in California, make sure to watch Lee Camp and Jimmy Dore and anybody else who's going to help you through this process, because there is sure to be some fuckery going on in California. You can count on it. But New Hampshire as well, especially in the caucuses. Las Vegas or Nevada is going to be one of the next caucuses, and you know what they did last election?
Yeah.
In Nevada.
Well, at least they're not going to use that app, though.
Yeah, but they'll try something else. I'm sure they have much more up their sleeves. The major news media is still calling Buttigieg the winner. They're saying that Bernie Sanders is coming up with these crazy results, saying he's the popular winner. Where is he coming with these numbers? I don't know.
Well, it's another thing that they're doing some funky math to give the delegate majority to Buttigieg, or at this point plurality. It's not technically a majority, it's a plurality.
We at least know who the corporate candidate is now. It's not Liz Warren. It is Buttigieg. So there's that. If that happens, I'll be polishing my pitchforks, Sandy. You should interview Snork.
No, not polishing.
Iowa caucus. He could give us. Oh yeah, he could. I should. Tell Snork I want him to come on. Even if it's Women's Wednesday, he can be an honorary woman. I don't have his email, or I would contact him. I guess I could.
Oh, too bad. Oh, too bad.
I can contact him through that Discord app. He's on that. I could probably contact him through that.
Oh well.
Shut up, Val. I love Mitchell. I'm sorry. Mitchell is very smart. And he's in Iowa, so
I am really kind of curious why everybody is putting so much into these elections.
I'm not. It's a nice distraction from everything else. Okay. And I like pointing out corruption. Yeah. Okay.
What was that with Nancy Pelosi tearing up a speech?
Oh my God, that was so funny. I mean, just because she sits there, she'll tear up his speech, yet vote for almost all of the things he wants. It's like,
right?
Military budget, here you go.
Yeah. More spying powers, here you go.
Yes. Oh my God, that's such a joke. It's a joke.
It was like watching middle schoolers at a go.
Okay, so Michael Cooper is here. Remember, the DNC is legally allowed to choose their nominee in a smoke-filled back room. I have no doubt that that is exactly what they will do. Yeah,
they argue that. Yeah,
you really
can't
think
argue that. But damn it, if I'm not going to fucking point this shit out when I see it, and I hope everybody does. I don't like it when people just go along with the program thinking we have a legitimate system.
Oh, what happened in Iowa blew up on Twitter. Oh my word, did that blow up there?
I haven't been on Twitter, but oh my God.
No, seriously, there was some stuff going around. Rightly so.
Yeah, rightly so.
I even, Kim Iverson has a really good program.
Oh, Kevin's here. Be careful not to. Sorry, Kevin has her. Sorry, Jen. Finish your thought, and then I'll read.
I posted a comment basically saying, "Well, time for the UN to monitor our elections."
Or other countries to step in, I think. Okay, Kevin Hester says, be careful not to all get too subsumed in this electrical charade. Everything is a distraction from our extinction event. Let's keep our eyes on the big picture. And yes, Kevin, yes, I agree. And by the way, I still need to have you on again now that my life has settled down a bit. You need to come back on. There's a lot to talk about for sure. Anyway,
keep your eyes on the prize.
As a gay man, I don't think the United States is ready for Mr. and Mr. in the White House. He's talking about Buttigieg. Yeah, but I guess he's corporate enough for the establishment or something. At least he's, they don't. I don't know. I think they want Trump in again, because if Buttigieg became the nominee, for sure Trump would be the winner. Absolutely. So I don't.
What is Jimmy Dore always saying? Jimmy Dore is always saying that they would rather lose to Trump than win with a progressive.
Exactly.
He's always saying that.
I agree.
He's right.
I hate to break this. I hate to break this to everybody, but Trump had a big win this week. He got acquitted. He's even more.
Well, it's a foregone conclusion.
He's got a 49% favorability record, the highest, one of the highest ever for president.
It's actually gone over 50% now.
Okay, it's over 50%.
I know, he was down to almost 30 something right before the impeachment crap happened. So all those people who were pushing for the impeachment bullshit, I'm sorry, I agree he should be impeached, but it was only making him more popular. Anyway,
you've been impeached over emoluments.
Okay, yes, agreed, Jim. Okay, let's go back to the comments. Let's see. Hold on, there was good comments. Okay, first, William Martyr. I should have a quarter jar for every time I'm forced to use the J word. I'm assuming he means Jesuits.
Jesuits.
Molesters. Does anybody really think gay man has a shot in the United States? I don't, and I'm always on the receiving end of bullshit for being gay. You know what? Being from Utah, I don't doubt that at all. I mean, gays are a joke. I really have good friends that are gays. My ex-husband is a transgender. I went to hair school. I knew a lot of these. They're just people. Like, people are people. It doesn't matter to me. But other people in Utah, not the same. Sorry. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, guys, help me out with these comments. So Jilly loves hair. Cool. SpongeBob SquarePants? Oh my gosh, we have a celebrity. Sorry. Yeah. We have SpongeBob here. That's funny. I love it. What is SpongeBob? Are we democratic socialism or leave capitalism as it is? Fuck capitalism. Fuck capitalism, I say.
Boo! Boo!
Boo!
Boo!
Boo! I don't know. Anyway, go ahead, read. Ken Dill's here too. Come on, read. Ken Dill.
Ken said, I don't even care who wins at this point. All two Kevins. Well, one Kevin and one Kent. I don't even care who wins at this point. All just dust in the wind. That's kind of my sentiments.
Pretty much, but we're all dying, so to me it is a dog and pony show. It's entertainment and it's a distraction. I'm not distracted from the main point, but at the same time, sometimes you want to talk about something different. and this bullshit's going on, and it's fun pointing out all the fucking bullshit. And it's right there. And if people don't see it, it's so hard not to say something if you're sitting there going along with the program and not seeing it.
It should be funnier, though. It's not funny. These comedians are not doing their job. They should be making this election stuff funny. I haven't laughed once.
I don't know. Lee Camp
like
can make it
SNL
pretty funny.
stuff. Are you watching that stuff?
What stuff?
Like that? Oh, are you watching like the SNL skits? Like that? Is that what you're talking about?
I do
Yeah,
sometimes.
they're so establishment, the SNL.
Yeah.
Nah, we need George Carlin.
Yeah, we need George Carlin back, and Jimmy Dore does a pretty good job. Even Ron Placone and Graham Melwood do okay. So all in the live
Lee Camp's another one.
Lee Camp, yeah, you got to watch Lee Camp if you want a break from.
Yeah, but they need jokes. Jilly Love said that Glenn Greenwald charges were dropped.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
That's good. Cool. Good. Point there. This is a country isn't really ready for anything. Look at what the black man did, but out all the my thing is jumping.
Let me see if Glenn said anything about that on Twitter.
Look what the black man did, but out all the hate and racism possible.
I think we're having an issue with like
Sandy,
the identity politics.
Yeah. People like to think that we've come a long way, but I don't see like in my state, at least I'm in Utah, I don't really see anybody evolved, with socially. I don't see that. I mean, we just barely made it illegal to do conversion therapy, or to make that illegal, to try to convert gays to straight. Like, that is just barely became a law, that you can't shock and force people to try to be straight. It's just barely became a law in Utah.
Yeah, why would you want to do that?
Val, thank you.
Why would they? I have no interest in getting gay guys to go straight, because it's more women for the rest of us. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's also, if you believe in overpopulation, please become gay.
Yeah, that's a great point. The more gays, the better.
I'm okay with you being gay,
Yeah, because they're actually doing a service of preventing more births.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I love gay people. I used to kid with, I have this, it wasn't even kidding, I'm sorry, but I had an employee, well, he was a son of my friend that I had for a very long time, and he became my employee, and he's gay. And I used to joke with him all the time, but it wasn't really a joke. I used to be extraordinarily attracted to gay men. I don't know why. And I didn't know they were gay because I was raised in Utah, and I didn't know they were gay, but I was always attracted to gay men. It's so weird. I don't know why.
Weird.
I would find out later they were gay, but I was always attracted to gay men.
But moving on, don't you think it's interesting that, when are we going to see Trump wearing a face mask for the virus? Because he's interacting with so many people.
I know. He's traveling all over, but he's not traveling in commercially, not with
well, it would be an improvement.
But he's got, all these politicians, lobbyists, Air Force officers, all kinds of people. He must see more people in a day than anybody.
Okay, there's live debates on now, says Jilly.
Yeah, no, stay here. Fuck those debates. You can watch that later. How's that going to? They're not going to tell you anything that like we are. We're going to tell you.
Get the best clips after the fact. I never watch them live anymore.
Stay here.
I did in 2016. I watched every single one.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I watched every single one all the way through.
You must have lost your mind.
No, I was so excited because I was so for Bernie.
Oh, okay.
I wanted Bernie so bad. I mean,
so what's going to happen? Even if there you go,
Bernie.
I was a Bernie. Okay, Bernie.
So even if Bernie
Pig.
Okay, this was me in 2016. Okay,
that's awesome.
With the baseball bat.
Yeah. Feel the burn.
See, I don't know, it's backwards, but
No, you can read it.
I was so Bernie. Okay.
Still are, aren't
This
you?
was me 2016. Okay. And then earlier this year, that was me crossing out the 2016 and putting 20.
Oh, that's been 4 years.
Okay, that's recycling.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was so for Bernie. I gave him so many donations. I mean, maybe some people think I'm full of shit that don't think I really supported him, but I did. Just because I think he should have stood up to the DNC doesn't mean I didn't support him. Anyway.
He did get a new house on a lake, out of the deal.
I got 5 other people to go to the convention to support him. And they all made state delegates with me. We all went to the state convention to support him. Just to be fucked over. So, yeah. How do you get that much energy up again?
Well, I really think, though, that if some bullshit happens at the convention when it's pretty obvious that Bernie gets screwed again, I actually think a riot will ensue, not only at the convention, but out in the streets.
So, if he didn't win in 2016, okay.
No, I'm talking about this year.
I know, but if he didn't win in 2016, that means it's going to take all that much longer to get the down ballot votes and get those into progressive.
Well, I think the people, the people now realize what happened in 2016, so that I don't think they're ready to put up with any bullshit at all now. I really don't.
But
they're now aware of it.
Ballot people
But
get
they're
voted
aware
and
of it now.
We're screwed.
Poor man is always screwed.
Oh God, Moose Gal is asking me about John Huntsman Jr., who's running for governor in Utah. And no, I do not think he will become governor. I hope not anyway. Actually, I don't know what to hope for in Utah because whoever is running, we're screwed. We're screwed. John Huntsman Jr. was what do you call ambassador to China. China has the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative, and he in his campaign is saying that he's going to work with China for with trade and economically and all that. That will fuck Utah even more. I don't want him. I used to be for him. I used to like him because he was the only Republican. He was kind of a more left-leaning Republican, and so I really liked that about him when he was actually governor before. But now I'm terrified of him being elected because of his connections with China. So,
is Gary Johnson from Utah? Or is he from New Mexico?
I think he's from New Mexico.
Okay.
But he was very popular in Utah. Very popular.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Pink Mario's here.
Yes, I just said hello to him.
February 6th. 414.40 parts per million. February 6th. 411. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Everyone go to the Pink Barrio channel. Yeah. He has some great updates on the climate and everything. He's amazing. Let's get him above 1,000, please. He needs it. We need as many voices as possible.
Absolutely. Be there or be square.
Trisha's in the chat. Tangled web of pharma profitable.
Whitney, are you almost ready?
It's weirder. Hysteria and dead bodies.
This Antarctica stuff.
Oh yeah, I can go for it.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish reading Trisha's thing. Okay. Start over. Tangled web of pharma, profitable deceit. Gets weirder. Hysteria and dead bodies. What is China up to? Pharma profits hit the high as threats to
destabilize the planet.
Okay, destabilize the planet. By fear and syringe grow louder. We're going to talk about that. We're going to have a separate show talking about that. I'm hoping Whitney will join us as well. Just a woman thing.
Of course.
Let's see. Pink is frightening. It's frightening. Yeah, it is frightening. David Clark is here. Hello. Unstructured Understanding is here. Bernie burned bridges last time around. Where would he be now? I don't know. I think he burned some bridges, honestly, but I think he could still he could still win if he's not too if he fights the fuckery. He needs to stand up for the fuckery. I don't know.
That's a mission.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll do much good. watching from St. Petersburg, Florida. Very liberal conservative mix here. Huh. That makes sense. Moose Gal, you redacted your message. Damn it. I hate it when people do that. Bernie or Dust? Jilly Love. Kind of true. I mean, even okay, I was kind of impressed that Sam Carana, not everybody knows who Sam Carana is, kind of a mystery scientist that um, does a lot of stuff. He does the Arctic News blog, and he actually wants Bernie in, and that's a huge endorsement in my book. So, um, cool. I mean, do you follow the Arctic News blog, Jim? Jim,
What's that?
do you follow
Sorry.
the Arctic News blog at all, Sam Carana?
I have some issues with some of the science, some of the statistics, some of the analyses that they include. So I haven't really been. It's. I just have some issues with that. I question some of the accuracy of what they're posting there.
Yeah, but Jim, they have more than one contributor on there. They have like 20 contributors.
They don't know. They don't know if it's one person, 10
Well, but
people, female, male.
They have a list of contributors. Beckwith is one. Guy McPherson, Jennifer. There's on the side of the page. You'll see the pictures and all the other contributors that are on their site.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's still from what I've read there. I'm like, you know, just like we are always, you know, criticizing the deniers, which we should. It's also you can go the other way, and that would also be wrong. You can get a little too hyperbolic. So you have to keep it real. You need to present the accurate latest science data. That's what you have to
We'll
do.
see. I don't know. I mean,
so I've just been having some issues with what I've been reading there.
okay.
We'll
go over that on Monday when it's Monday Madness again.
Yes.
We can go more in depth and things like that. So keep that on the back burner for now, and let's go back into that on Monday.
We're gonna let Whitney start here with the stuff that she has worked so hard with.
Yes, hold on just 1 second though. I just want to address a comment about Mitt Romney. Muscal says, didn't Romney vote against Trump regarding the impeachment trial? He did on one of the accounts. He is my rep, so Mitt Romney, he is scum of the earth. He's horrible. He's one of the god awfulest people on the planet. If he did that, he was doing it for his own benefit and nothing else. And I guarantee you, he will never be elected in Utah again after doing that, because Utah is such huge Trump supporters. The people who supported Bernie, um, they all hated him, and a lot of those people ended up voting for Trump. But even Republicans, because he was kind of wishy-washy and going back and forth, and it was his plan. Obamacare was his plan, and a lot of people know that now. You know, Romney Care, they called it. A Republican health care plan was Obamacare. People in the Republican sphere hate that idea, and they hate him for that too. He's just scum. He's just scum. He goes where the wind blows. He changes his mind every other day. He's just scum. And he's made a lot of money on politics. And he's also Mormon. And he was supposed to fulfill the White Horse prophecy. So was his father, who also ran for president.
The White Horse prophecy.
The White Horse prophecy: a Mormon will become the greatest, the most powerful man on earth.
Well, it wasn't him.
What? Yeah.
It wasn't him.
Anyway,
So,
it's a Mormon philosophy, and once that happens, we will live in a theocracy if that ever happens. I want him nowhere near politics.
Well, we're close to that now.
Yeah, we are close to that. Okay.
If not,
all right, guys.
already there.
Sorry, we're gonna let other people talk now here, and then we'll come back to your comments and questions in just a little bit. Definitely. So, who's up? Whitney, what did tell us about your stories you have?
there's news from Antarctica. It recorded its hottest temperature on record with a temperature of 18.3 degrees Celsius or 64.9 degrees Fahrenheit. The previous record was 17.5 degrees Celsius or 63.5 degrees Fahrenheit in March of 2015. So basically, it's a big issue in the South Pole. The Antarctica is warming very fast, and so is the Arctic. I know Jim can attest to that. So one of the issues is the amount of greenhouse gases in the air. Someone in the comments was saying something about how there's 415 parts per million. That hasn't been
Pink
seen.
Barrio, the Pink Barrio.
2.5 million years ago when the planet was warmer than it was today. So things are changing at that unprecedented rate. Unprecedented is, I read it all the time in articles, it's this word. Everything's unprecedented now. So what do you guys think about Antarctica or the Arctic?
Well, I'm actually preparing, I got to edit it. I just filmed it where they looked at the upper 300 meters and of the ocean. And basically it has warmed up so significantly that, and that's 300 meters. That's an enormous amount of heat energy. And I'm preparing another report where to look in how the oceanic water around Antarctica is now getting under the belly of the Thwaites Glacier and melting it from below, in addition from above, where basically the glaciologists are concerned that Thwaites Glacier is in danger of imminent collapse. And if that were to happen, that's like a major ice sheet there in Antarctica. That thing tumbles into the ocean. Holy shit. Sea levels are going to go up.
Guess what? We were just talking about the Thwaites Glacier. And it's the size of the United Kingdom, right, Whitney?
Yeah, so what did you wanted to say about that, Val? The Doomsday Glacier is...
That's the moniker they're putting on the internet, the Doomsday Glacier. It's a big ice cube. It's a big one, and it's melting super fast.
That and Pine Island. Don't forget Pine Island.
That one too. Those are going to be some big ass ice cubes floating around. Be able to party on that sucker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Good hockey rink.
Like what?
Makes for a good hockey rink. Just put a little water on top, freeze it solid.
I know we're joking about it, but it's just like we're making the jokes. It's crazy and how much is happening in this short amount of time.
It is crazy. Has anyone seen Sam Mitchell, Collapse Chronicles? He did a State of the Planet address.
Go ahead.
It was fabulous. Okay. He deserved a standing ovation because he was actually telling truths. I don't know if anyone tuned. I could tune into like 5 minutes of Trump's State of the Union address and I would almost throw up in my mouth. It was horrible. It was like, I'm so wonderful. Look at how great I did. This is how it was, lie after lie after lie after lie. No, but then I had to gain my sanity by listening to Sam Mitchell, Collapse Chronicles, State of the Planet address, and it's like reality. Thank you for some reality. So I don't feel fucking crazy. I appreciate that.
One thing I want to mention, you're talking about how the planet was a lot warmer in the past, which is true. The planet really started to cool down once Antarctica moved to its current location. In the past, it was kind of temperate or subtemperate. Well, plate tectonics, once Antarctica moved to its current location, and then the ice started accumulating, that's when the planet really started to cool down a lot.
Really? That makes sense.
So the fact that we're warming it back up, it's like,
Blake TV is here. Eclectic Beard is here. Vanessa Kitty is here. These are all a great community, by the way.
Yes.
Make sure you check out Eclectic Beard's channel as well, please. These are huge supporters, and they come in and visit once in a while, and that makes me very happy. Anyway, sorry to interrupt, but I love it when these people show up. It makes me so very happy. So let's talk about other temperature, like crazy variations that are happening around the planet.
Well, speaking of that, what about the the idea of, I don't know if it's occurred to anybody, that since they canceled all these flights going out of China, what impact will that
Oh,
make?
yeah, there's that.
What
I
impact will
thought we
that
were still
make?
talking about temperatures first, though, before we get there.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
finish the temperature variations. Like Billings,
They
Montana,
were,
where I just came from.
yeah.
Okay, I left Salt Lake City. It was 54 degrees when I left Salt Lake City. And I looked at the, the little app to see what temperature that Billings was going to be. It said, "Oh, a high of 54 today. Great." I get to Billings, it was like 36 degrees and blizzardy. And like, what the hell happened? And I found out it was from talking to the people in the restaurant. They said it was 65 degrees the day before. They had a warm overnight before a huge blizzard. Um, some people said it was 75 degrees. Some people said 65. And then huge blizzard, and then it dipped into the 20s by that night. And then the next day, um, it was it went to 7 degrees. 7 degrees. So within 48 hours, 54 degrees to 7 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, what
That's
have I always said about, we perturb the system. So now when you perturb the system's trying to find its new equilibrium state. And in the process, it's just going to be wild fluctuations all over the place. It's chaos theory in action. So
oh yeah.
this does not surprise me to see these wild, crazy swings all over the place.
Yeah, and Utah was the same way because I was keeping track of our temperatures here while I was there, and our temperatures were often lower than they were in Billings, Montana. And then when I went to Great Falls, I found out they had a huge, giant windstorm. It could have been tornadoes. It did a lot of damage to properties and buildings and stuff. And it was really cold there too. But the day before, it was 75 degrees, and it was in the 20s when I was there. So 24 hours 50 degrees difference in temperature. That is absolutely insane.
So what were you doing there? Skiing?
Yeah, no. I was busting my ass for the man.
Yeah. I'll lastly mention that it snowed.
Wade in.
It
Hello, Wade
snowed
in. Wade in made
3 o'clock
it.
in the morning,
Wade
and
in's
then
a
it
new
all gone.
subscriber. Welcome. Someone already
I already
mentioned
said hello. Echo.
65 in an article. Yes, Whitney did mention that already. But welcome, Wade in. Whitney totally mentioned that.
Okay, so I'll go on with the global dimming.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
2001, that was 9/11, right? 2001,
Yes.
or was it? Yeah. At any rate, they canceled flights to the United States for 3 days, and the temperature rose a small amount, but it made a significant rise. They attributed it to global dimming. So now that we have thousands of flights being canceled out of China, is that gonna? And it's not just for 3 days; it could go on for weeks, months. How's that going to impact the amount of aerosols in the atmosphere and possibly increase warming?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, when we shut down all the air traffic for the U.S. after 9/11, it dropped the temperatures in the U.S. a couple of
No, it
degrees.
raised it. It raised the temperature.
Raised it. Sorry, yeah, sorry,
Right.
backwards. It raised the temperatures in the U.S. a couple of degrees.
That was for 3 days. It's
Yeah,
just the United States.
yeah. So China, that's I don't
That could be a
know.
major impact.
And it's not only the people flying there. Think of all the commerce they do there, all the shipping in and out of
And the
product.
shipping too. Yeah,
And
that's bunker
that's
fuel.
if that's all been shut down as well.
I don't know if it's all been shut down, but severely decreased.
Yeah.
But it makes.
Actually,
Go ahead,
did you
Jim.
hear that the doctor who identified a coronavirus died?
Yes, and I got his name here. His name is Dr. Wee Wee Wang. Okay, and no, that's a joke. His real name is Dr. Lee Wee Wang. And on December 30th, he notified doctors in internet discussions that there was a new novel coronavirus, and told his colleagues on social media to watch out for it. He went back to work in January and he got sick with novel coronavirus, and he died 27 days later. So he's dead.
But the thing is, the government reprimanded him.
Yes, the government told him not to be talking about this shit. So, and he also, but I don't know if he discovered it, but he notified people, and that dude is dead. And also got some other coronavirus figures here. So far, 140 million people in China are quarantined. Okay. And as of this date, there's 31,000 confirmed cases. This is out of Johns Hopkins. Okay. Top notch. 31,000 confirmed cases, confirmed deaths, 638, 1,700 recovered in 28 countries. Okay. So this makes it a pandemic already. The mathematical doubling time is 6.4 days. So every 6 days, the amount of corona. Also want to mention that to everybody, if you don't know, coronavirus, it's a group of viruses. This is the coronavirus 2019 novel. MERS, MERS, and SARS, they both are coronaviruses. The common cold is a coronavirus. There's 7 of them. I named like 4 of them. There's 3 more. This one is novel coronavirus 2019, which we all know made the zoonotic transfer from animals. They're not sure exactly which ones to humans.
But for sure, snakes and bats.
Yeah.
I've heard both of those. For sure. In those open air markets they do where they actually hang carcasses and kill animals right there for you. Right there. It's just disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with people?
It is. I've seen some horror.
We have all day.
Say. But I also want to mention that
Andre's here too. Okay, so hurry, quick close. Andre, Jeremy, Vincent, and Blake TV is still here. And I also want to say that Sandy Environmental Coffee House, her show is not going to be tonight. It's been moved till tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, be there, be square. You better be there, or you will. Wade In is here. Oh my gosh. Did I say Andre? Andre's here. We love Andre. SW is here. Oh my gosh. I love it when Jeremy Vincent comes because he's awesome. And not, he's from one of those other channels that aren't in our genre, so it's even cooler when people like that come on and join the conversation. So
yeah, it's like cross contamination.
Yes, we're cross contaminating people. We are a virus. Only we're a good virus. We're a good virus. Cindy Seeley is here too. Yay. Andre, I always love it when you come, Andre. I really do. He brings good conversation, even if he doesn't always agree. It's good conversation.
I hate to bring it down here, but to me, the coronavirus is nature. I hate to say this, but it's nature bringing out her broom, starting to sweep away some of these humans.
It's supposed to work that way. That's nature. But I have to take a break for a minute.
Okay.
I'm very sorry. And I realized I haven't had my earphones on the whole time, and there's probably really echoey and horrible sound.
Oh, it was
I will put them on when I come back, but I gotta let my dog out or he's gonna start barking like mad. And it's already been an hour. If we want to go longer, I need a break. So you guys go ahead and converse. Remember to engage the chat, please.
I'm gonna do it. Done.
Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna take a breaky poo, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Okay, bye. Be right back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there she goes. She's gonna go out and she's gonna step outside and smoke a joint. Because this has been too intense for her. Like I need to get a buzz because these people are bringing me down. Not you, Whitney, but me and this Stanley Kubrick looking guy here.
I'm not Stanley Kubrick. Stop saying that.
Okay.
There was someone in the comments that said that they felt bad for me because I'm gonna live through like whores in the future, like the future. Well, what did you guys want to talk about? Go ahead.
No. What did she say? She was going to live through what?
So someone in the comments, it was a way while back, but they said that since I was like young, I'm in my late 20s now, but it said that I was going to live through like whores, like HORROR, sorry, like a horror movie because of what's the future.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
I feel bad for the young generation.
That's probably correct.
They've had a lot of zombie movies on for years in TV shows. I call them teaching movies or shows. Teaching people how to, deal with zombies. I deal with zombies every day. That's my job. I work with them. I'm a kind of a bouncer for zombies. So it's not looking good in the future. I also want to mention some things about the coronavirus. And Jim, you may be able to check some of these numbers, but they say it's about 100 to 120 nanometers, spherical sized virus. It's very small. It's a red blood cell is about 7 times bigger than a coronavirus. Okay, so if you can picture that in your mind, it's very small.
Well, viruses are smaller than even bacteria. So
yeah. Well, it's saying that it's a 1/10 micron. Okay, that the coronavirus is a single-stranded RNA and protein shell, and that the protein envelope protects the virus on. So when the virus is outside of a human, the protein shell protects it, lets it stay viable for a couple days, not much more than that. And here I want to, got a glove here. If you're going to get gloves, this is like a double thickness glove. The problem with coronavirus, and it's bad, is that it's in the mucus. It's a respiratory virus, and it gets in the mucus. And when people cough, they expel it, not just out to where you are, but on surfaces. So you can touch a surface. I don't know if you can see that. It looks pretty wicked, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say something, but
kind of like do a procto exam. Bend over, stick it up in there.
Digital exam.
Digital exam. But at any rate, it might, when you touch surfaces, it's on the glove, not on you. Now, the coronavirus cannot go through the skin. It has to go through an orifice, preferably a mucus orifice, including your eye has some mucus in it. So but when you take off the gloves, when you come out, you have to be careful you don't touch the outside. And everything you do when you wear the mask, well, that mask could be contaminated. So you have to be careful taking the mask off. Everything very cautious. This is no joke. Now, they also were saying that for most healthy people, it's going to be like the flu. Okay? So that's you. You don't have any illnesses, do you, Whitney? Chronic conditions? Okay, so if you get the coronavirus, it may be no more than a really bad flu. Okay.
It just shows the symptoms of flu and you don't realize you have it.
Right. The deaths are coming from people who may have chronic conditions or respiratory lung issues, emphysema, asthma. The virus causes an infection in the lungs. You get pneumonia, so you're basically drowning in the fluids in your lungs. Not a pretty picture, but it's a good idea for you, Whitney, to use protection for all kinds of stuff. But you use protection. But even if you get it, you have it has a really, really, really low but mortality rate for especially healthy people like yourself.
Okay,
so
but
you don't have to be scared about this shit, girl. Okay, just use common sense. Okay.
Yeah, and it's because Los Angeles, there's so many people, right? So
right,
it's scary if you think about it.
When you look, you'll when people start wearing masks, it's on. I was at Whole Foods, and we got to get back to reading the comments, like the boss says.
I know.
I was in Whole Foods checking out. The cashier had gloves on, and I asked her, "Are you cleaning or something?" And she said she wears gloves all the time, every day. She's dealing with people. I don't know, but
and money, I guess.
Yeah, that's really dirty. Money's dirty, and both physically dirty, and the idea of profit is dirty. But Sandy's saying, "I love you all. I'm researching, making a video, and watching the circus on TV. I'll keep this on, but I'm not so great at multitasking." So thank you, Sandy, and again, her show's going to be on tomorrow night with Jennifer. For those who may not be aware. So, any of you guys want to read a comment? Maybe.
Wayne in says I ordered some masks, but was warned there would be a delay. Got them off eBay. Used shipping from China.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I heard.
Oh, joking, but I'm still waiting for them.
I got this big ass box of masks. So,
40 count.
Yeah.
That's good though. That'll last you a long time.
Yeah. It was the last large box at Home Depot. The last one. What happened was I heard Chris Martinson. He's got a big YouTube channel, Peak Prosperity, and he was saying the masks are selling out. So I ran down to Home Depot, and bought the last large box. So they're saying that the masks are becoming more scarce, but don't panic.
Yeah, here's the thing though, okay, you just mentioned that the size of the virus is about 100 nanos or so.
Yes.
What's the opening of the mask?
I think N95s protect against 100 nanometers or 1/10 micron. So it has to be even if you cannot.
If it's smaller than 100 nanos, it's going to be awfully difficult to breathe through that.
Right. Yeah, none of them are easy. And
but if you put on a basic mask, I doubt very much that the openings is going to be less than 100 nanos. So at which point it will be?
No, it won't be. But what I'm
saying, it won't be. So therefore, it is ineffective.
Not totally ineffective. Like I like to say, it beats a blank. Maybe you touch something and you touch the mask with it, and there's a few coronaviruses on it. It unless you breathe in, inhale, suck really hard, it may not get in there. So if you use the proper technique to remove the mask, don't touch anything, you're good, or you have a better chance. What I'm saying is, it beats nothing. It beats nothing. The caution you got to take is, and I think a lot of people are doing this now, is just not getting really close to people, especially strangers walking up real close. You're kind of keeping your distance. You're kind of watching things. If you see somebody coughing, you're probably freaked out. That's a problem they're saying that they're having in China now. I also, I want to tell some people. Chris Martinson is a great resource. There's also a doctor, UK based MD. I think his name is. He's got some great resources. He does it every day. I'm trying to find his name, but I'll find it and I'll get back to it. This guy dives in detail on coronavirus. And this is the coronavirus. Like I said, there's 7 different types of coronavirus. MERS is one, Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome. SARS is another. It's severe something, I can't remember. The common cold's one. Corona. This is a new mutation. That's basically what it is. They're calling it, using the word variant. Okay. 2000. The official name so far is 2019 Corona V for virus. Novel Corona. That's the current nomenclature. The natural progressive, she's saying, just don't touch your butt after sitting on a toilet. That's a good idea, natural progressive. Don't touch your butt. Don't try not to do that. Hope that would not be a problem if you have to touch your butt. Yeah, thank you, natural progressive. Good comment, right? Okay, your turn.
Or if you do, immediately fart to blow it out.
Yeah, that's a good way. Blow it out. Blow out the any contamination. You got to think about contamination these days. I never.
Yeah, it's serious.
I do believe, though, really seriously, in all seriousness, I do believe that this is the biosphere starting to do population control, reduction, control, whatever, and this is one of the ways it does it is with disease. in a nice little large pandemic, you know, and as I said, the confirmed deaths so far, this is confirmed out of John Hopkins, is over 3,000. Let me get back to the, okay, no, confirmed cases so far, and these are known. I mean, there's a lot of ones they don't know because they don't have the proper testing kits, whatever. 31,520 confirmed deaths, 138. It's in, as I said, also 140 million people are in quarantine in China. They had these cruise ships, right? Pat the Batman said, "Hello, fruitcakes. Hey, Joker. What's
hey,
up?
Pat the Batman.
Hey, dude.
Hey, dude.
It's been a while, like a week, man. Yeah. So unstructured understanding, hope that the people need those masks, get them. The mask consumption, the plastic sheets and duct tape. Oh, I want to mention that too. Coronavirus attaches to surfaces. So people are suggesting that you buy like rain suits, you put it over your clothes. The easiest thing to do is to get garbage bags. The easiest and cheapest is get garbage bags, and you can cut holes out for your head and arms, you know, and walk around wearing a garbage bag. That'll look good, right? But also but you also want to, so you want to get some garbage bags and duct tape. You can duct tape joints, you know, whatever kind of joint you're doing. There's the Natural Progressive. She's leaving a link to the Zoom channel. So yeah. So get your gear. Look, you know, nobody wants to. This isn't about. I'm not panicking about this thing. I'm just, you know, gonna get ready. It may be a nothing burger. It probably is a nothing burger. If so, you know, if you're not worried about it, then, you know, be cool, right? I know Jim's not worried. You're not. I can tell you're not worried, man. You don't have a care in the world, do you, dude?
No comment.
Friggin' Alaska. What are you worried about? All you're gonna do is get ready to shoot zombies if they come up there, right?
No, vampires. Vampires.
Well, they love the darkness up here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe, you know, they said that the coronavirus came from an animal. That's Mother Nature. They're infecting us.
And Mother what do vampires turn into?
Yeah,
bats.
There you go.
but think about that. That is how Mother Nature is infecting us, is through its animals. And it's the mode of transmission, snakes, bats, whatever. And Mother Nature's saying there's too many people. Some of you got to go.
How many times have you heard me say that, though?
A lot. You made
and I make that point I make that very point in many of my videos, especially my carrying capacity video, where it's like you can't just have continued exponential growth. There has to be corrective measures to kick in. Here it is. Here it is. One way.
Novel corona, and the next one may be even much more virulent, much more contagious. This is a fairly contagious virus because you know, it lives on surfaces. I think they said for 24 or 48 hours, the coronavirus can live on it. Also, here's some clinical features of coronavirus. In a confirmed case, fever's 98%. Cough 76%, fatigue 44%, sputum 28%, headache 8%, hemoptysis 5%, diarrhea 3%, shortness of breath 55%. So these are all symptoms presenting in coronavirus, but also could be presenting in a lot of other things besides the coronavirus. Also suggest that you Google images of the coronavirus under electron microscope. It kind of looks kind of cute. Kind of looks kind of cute, like Chris's dogs, but the dogs are cute in a funny, cute way, where the virus is not funny at all. There's nothing humorous about that. So, yeah, natural progressive. Just wait, more to come. 2020 should be interesting. You think?
The 2020s in general, I guess. What's going to happen in the next 10 years, and how is this? Yeah, who knows? We do know some things.
Yeah.
How much worse is it going to get in 10 years?
Would it be too much to ask Whitney that in not in the chat but in the comments that you leave your is this a new channel that you have?
So it's the same channel. I actually could change. You could change your YouTube channel.
Okay,
but it's the same channel.
Okay, so if you type in progressive weather, you're not going to get that. So
no, it's the Green Report now.
Okay, so can you type that in?
Oh, you changed your channel name there, Whitney?
Yeah.
Yes, I've been working on this for a while. I didn't think I'd actually commit to changing, but I finally I said, screw it.
So what's it now?
It's the Green Report, and it's really focused more on like environmental
That's a good name.
news.
That's a good name.
Awesome name.
So I want to promote you guys and promote the community. So.
Yeah, William Marauder, 0.1 micron is what I saw somebody say is required. It sounds miserable. Yeah, and I'm avoiding this all in denial. I don't want to shave my beard for one thing. Yeah, that's one of the problems they're saying. If you got a beard, that it doesn't bode well for math, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't make a seal.
Right, you know, but I had my where the fuck did I put it? You know, but they also have these large visor things. I had one. I'll go get it in a minute here. You can wear one of the. I'll get it when Christine comes back. I'll get that. You don't have to wear a mask. This is like a level 3 bio hazard thing. So there is that if you want to use that, you could just wear a motorcycle crash helmet. You know, you so see fit. So Christine, are you coming back? They also, I'm going to get, when she comes back, I'm going to get the name of this YouTube doctor. He's a real doctor. He interviewed him on regular television.
Okay.
And he does his deep dive into coronavirus. And as I was mentioning earlier, there are all kinds of knock-on effects to this. Economic, there's the possible knock-on effects to global dimming. I think she's coming back. Yeah, I'm gonna
and Pat the Batman fan is here too.
Hey, buddy.
He's sideways, but it's cool. That's all right. It's kind of funky. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I have all these new people in the chat. And yes, everybody who comes here, if you're respectful, you become a moderator because we are a community, and everyone is expected to respect everybody else, and you have the power to flag anybody and whatever. But I do want everyone to have their say. I'm not saying that you should censor anybody. You have the power. This is the honor system. Don't censor people.
The honor system, yes.
I really don't want people to be censored. I
standing on the equator.
Yeah, just be polite, be respectful, but please share your views. There you go, Pat. Welcome, Pat the Batman fan.
Hello.
You're straight now. Yeah, sorry. I was enjoying
we thought you were standing on the equator.
I was enjoying not talking, like just being able to focus on the chat for a few minutes. I really enjoy that. So, you guys were doing great. I was listening.
Great.
It was fantastic conversation. I enjoyed listening to it. So.
Yeah, I was reading the comments. There was some crazy lady, natural progressive, you know. Listen.
No, but I was replying to Wade In, who said, you know, so don't touch your butt to public toilets. I'm like, well, or don't put your butt on. Oh no. Anyway, it's like just don't touch your butt after that, because what spreads your hands is the germ. You don't rub your butt on doorknobs and stuff.
You can
it's
put your
your
butt
hands that spread the germs. Anyway. Oh, you do? Okay.
I wanted to pick up, if you got a beard and you don't want to shave your beard, you just wear one of these. No, this will work.
Okay. What is that?
It's a level 3. It's a level 3 biohazard.
Oh, okay.
See, they're saying that if you got a beard, it's kind of ineffective with masks. And this is another possibility. These things aren't real expensive.
Yeah, when I worked at the boiler company, and we had the people that had to go into like mines and biohazard areas, they
Right.
made them shave any facial hair
Did
so
they?
that the mask would fit securely.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
gotta have a suction on it.
yeah, and that's kind of scary that they even had to do that. It's like, where am I going? Pink Fario says population control 2022. Well, hopefully it happens before then, Pink. God, when are you gonna come on, Pink? Damn it, Pink, Pink. What the hell? You should be a part of this conversation. Like seriously. Funny that Hotez Steampunk has some awesome masks. Okay, cool. They're becoming fashionable. Masks are becoming fashionable. Look at that one Billy somebody who won some kind of freaking music award. She was actually wearing something that looked like a mask. It was made of lace, so I'm sure it did no good. But they're trying to make that fashionable. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, there you go, Val. I don't know how you breathe. I'm so claustrophobic. I don't know how I'd even breathe. By the way, um, Marcus Conte. There's a few people maybe watching from Marcus Conte's show because he just did a live, and oh no, I'm a fan of Marcus Conte. Um, he's we don't agree on everything, but I really like him. And I was just in his chat, and there may be a couple people listening, and he says he lurks on my channel once in a while. He lurks and watches us, so that's kind of cool.
Hey, do I look like Dr. House? Do I look like Dr. House? No.
I've never seen Dr. House.
Whitney, do
Dr.
you?
House.
Okay, I'll say you were muted. Okay, unmuted now. Okay.
Dr. House.
Well, it's just because my husband named Chris is watching the debates.
Your husband's named Chris. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's so
I never
funny.
said that.
That's too funny.
I finally was like, all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's going on, Pat the Batman fan? I really, because you missed the good part about the fun stuff about the political Iowa shit. It's it's a distraction from what's really going on, and we all want to talk about it. What is your feeling on that?
Shit show.
Right?
That's my feeling.
Who cares? I mean, they're gonna. I mean, they're gonna pull out all the stops trying to stop Bernie. It's gonna be amusing to watch.
See, that's the thing. It's like you're seeing all of the deep state in action during this primary. We've seen it in 2016, but hopefully more people it's sinking in what's actually happening because it's so blatant right now. It's so blatant after what happened in 2016, and now they're just doing it right out in the open.
Yep.
It's
well, they always have. I think in general the awareness because of the internet about these sort of things. And those of us who watch the more independent news content providers on YouTube are kind of more aware of it, but I'd say probably, there's still an awful lot of people who won't really pay that close attention, even when it gets super blatant, but hopefully, I hope you're right. I mean, it's going to get ugly though for Bernie, that's for sure. They will stop it. They do not want this gravy train to end.
No, I'm just hoping he keeps standing up for himself. I love that he declared victory, even though the major media wasn't for him. So, there was a comment about the bee population, and Whitney, I believe you had a thing on that.
Yes, so the bee population, besides pesticides and habitat loss, they're having a hard time surviving because of all the heat waves that have been hitting the northern hemisphere, like last summer with Europe and what was going on with America, above average temperatures. So the bees are having a hard time surviving heat waves. So that's
not good. Not good for our food
not good
production.
for the future, considering. Exactly. So that's the big issue. And, they, at the end of articles, they always say like, maybe it can get better. And there's always this glimmer of hope or
hopium.
Hope.
They call it hopium.
Yeah. And I just don't buy into that anymore. I'm just like, you know what? I don't know if it's going to get better at this point.
Definitely not going to get better if nobody does anything, and nobody is doing anything. and
Well, there's
over
a
half the population doesn't even believe it's a problem. So nothing's going to happen.
well, there's even another major threat to bees, and that's the nicotinoids chemical group that is really screwing up their physiology. I did a video segment on that some time ago.
Okay, make sure you go to Science Talk with Jim Massa and check out his videos. He has major great videos on these channels. He also needs to get to 1,000. So does the Green Report. Sorry,
Yes, progressive. It's fine.
It
It's gonna
was
take some
Progressive
time.
Weather. Now it is the Green Report, which I think is way more fitting for
Okay,
the
that's
reporting
good.
that you do. So check out those two channels. Let's help them get up to 1,000 because they really need it. It's important. And Torstein just joined us. Welcome,
Torstein from
Torstein. 1, 2,
Greenland.
3, 4, high level stuff, etc. He's like making fun of. He wants to go to Iowa and help them with their counting skills because.
Yeah, he's got a good point there. Yeah, I mean, count it, dumbass.
Yep. He is so funny. Yeah. Anyway, oh my God, we're so late, and I know I took a 15-minute break, but God, guys, I have had a fever since 2 weeks before Christmas. I've had a hell of a work schedule with traveling to Montana and driving 300 miles each way to Great Falls in between doing freaking resets with autoimmune disease flare-ups and crap. Anyway, I'm doing okay. I got my first rheumatology appointment on Monday, and I'll have an update after that. But no matter what happens, I'm going to be here and try to keep this show going as much as I possibly can. Mondays and Wednesdays next week, for sure. We're going to get started with that. Occasional shows on Fridays or Saturdays when I can do those, when I have an interview. Sometimes somewhere weird, if it's Derek Jensen, it's always during the week and I have to get, off early to do it. But yeah, I'm going to do a thing with Trisha soon. And hopefully Whitney. I'm not sure what we're going to work on that, what day it is exactly. Anyway, we need to get out of here, but we will be back Monday for Monday Madness. Yes. And Pat, you're always welcome to come back. I know you came on late, but we love having you. So Monday Madness, that's usually the guy show kind of thing. I'm just usually the woman in the background on Monday Madness. And then
What
we have
time,
women's
Chris?
I'm gonna do 7 because it's getting harder and harder for me to stay up later than that. So 7 Mountain Time.
7 Mountain Time. Okay.
Oh, and Blake TV is don't forget Blake TV. I think he said 9, 8 Central, 7. Oh my God, what time did I say Blake was on? Blake, shout out your time again in the chat. He says I got to get ready for mine coming up. You guys are awesome. Love the show. Like always. Cheers. Panel and chat. Smash that like. Yes, smash the like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Keep us going. I really appreciate all of that. And Wade in, thank you for coming. I've seen you before in many other chats, so it's really cool that you joined ours. Going South, always love having you. Kent Dill, always love having you. William Martyr, the Jesuits guy. I suggest we beat them to the punch with a snap general national strike and hunker down and get some political change out of it. Shut down this evil machine. I'd love that. I'd love that. Like TV, take care. Oh, he's saying take care, Kit. But you too. Wade in says link. So anyone who has a link for their show, please put it into the chat. Because we are a community and we support each other. And Trisha, thank you for coming tonight. Trisha has a channel as well. Just click on her handle there and you can go to her channel. Pink, always awesome to see you. The Pink Barrio, click on his little icon and you can go to his channel and subscribe to him. Blake TV, click on his little thing and you can subscribe to him. Come on, take care of everybody here, people. Everyone who has a channel, feel free to post your links. That's why I give you the ability to do that as mod. I don't want assholes I don't know posting links. And that's if you're not like if I did not give you moderator privileges, you cannot post links. If I did, you can. So post a link to whatever and help everyone out here. That's what we do. We're a community. So Yeah,
Right
go to
on.
Pat the Batman fan. Go to his show. I mean, we all need entertainment and sidetracking things. And that's Blake TV. That's you. That's Eclectic Beard. It doesn't always have to be serious. We
Yes.
need distractions. So
I'm going to start doing karaoke on my channel, by the way.
oh, fun!
Yeah.
Oh, fun!
That's one of the things I really wanted to improve on. Like, my remaining time is I really enjoyed singing, and I've really been practicing a lot and developing it, and it's a lot of fun, and
It is fun. I love karaoke. I used to always go karaoke, but I suck at singing. But I still love doing it.
Well, my wife is like a real good. I mean, she's. You should don't forget about my channel. Go to my wife's channel. Her name is Jamie Coon, JAMIECOON. She's a fantastic musician. She's Native American.
Oh, cool.
She just performed at the Native American Music Awards again this year. She was nominated again. She's won one or two of those and has performed there a couple times. Performed at the Smithsonian.
Nice.
Yeah, she's amazing. But we
That's
and
an
we do.
environmentally friendly thing to do. A nice sidekick that's environmentally friendly is karaoke.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that's my plug.
That's
Go listen to my wife. Go listen to my wife's music. It's really great. It's old fashioned singer songwriter stuff. If you like Elton John, the Beatles, kind of old stuff.
Old rock and outlaw country is my gig.
Yeah, she's great.
Oh, Going South. Going South has some new videos on the Wuhan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Virus, worse than Spanish flu, 1918. Definitely check out Going South. He also has a sister channel, Talking South, and he has greenpill.tv. Is that what it's called now? It used to be Frozen Earth TV, but anyway, Going South. I guess that's the thing you posted. I think he posted a link to it earlier in the chat. So scroll up and see. Nice logo. Okay, hold on. Bio, just fuckery for my part. People don't search for digital playground. Okay, don't search bio. Okay, you guys. All right, I need to get this show ready to close up. Any last words, anybody?
Good luck. Have a nice weekend.
Stay safe.
So long, suckers.
Love you all. We'll see you Monday or in the chat in any one of our great people's chat. Love y'all. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.